dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it? You already know. I'm on my Hawaiian shit. I said, what? Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye. In a menudo style in direct fashion, you see the thumbnail of the day, so you already know what it is. But before we get into the content, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content I am kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support I'm getting. Now, pinche Mr. Capone, man. Con un camel y todo. Why is this guy getting hated on so much, man? You know, look, Mr. Capone goes way back. Okay? I remember when I first started to acknowledge or really look at Southsider rap, Chicano rap, you know, vatos from Southern California. Mr. Capone was definitely way up there. He was on the top of the list. Not that he was the greatest rapper, he was putting out the most hits, but he was definitely the most flamboyant one. You know, back in my days, I had a preconceived, way that I looked at Southsiders, okay? I ain't gonna lie. I judged books by their covers, right? If I seen a vato bald-headed with the Lokes on, Dodgers or Cowboys jersey, Benzed out Cortezes or Chuck Taylors, that vato right there's a Southsider, right? Without hesitation. Could have been a vato that just likes the Dodgers that got his hair cut. I don't know, but at the same time, that was just my preconceived notion of what that guy was. And that's just how that went down. Mr. Capone rang true. He definitely had that look. He had that Southern California swag to him. So he was always one that I looked at. And look, not until quite recently, maybe a year ago, a couple years ago, I found out that he wasn't even Mexicano. You ain't Mexican, ese? He's Pakistani, right? So what? What does that have to do with how he's rocking? You know, if there's a black homie that's a Sureño or a Southsider, Despensa is a Southsider, everyone's like, hey, this is the homie fucking El Pucci, right? Fuck, he's the homie, right? And it's all good. Hey, he's a black Southsider. He gets a lot of respect, a lot of love right here, especially on the internet. Everyone's like, all right, I see you. Yes, I see you. But it seems like Capone's getting a lot of hate because he's from Pakistan. What's the difference, you know, with being a different ethnicity but claiming another? Now, don't fake the front. I've always been told, don't try to be something you are not. Don't fucking have a Mexican flag waving it if you're not Mexicano. But I've seen in many instances Capone, man, represent his Pakistani people to the fullest. Let everybody know exactly what he is, but he pushes also for the raza. That's love, homie. If anything to me, that's love right there. When another ethnicity or group is showing a lot of canalismo and a lot of love to your peoples, you should be happy. You should be like, hey, yeah, that vato's fucking doing that. He's pushing the narrative for the gente. That's right, homie. Because there's a lot of people, Mexicans, Chicanos, Latinos, brown people, that ain't doing that, eh? You know what I mean? They'll go to their job and they'll be like, hey, are you Hispanic? Well, I mean, to what degree Hispanic are we talking about? Are we talking about, do I live in a place where Hispanics frequent, or do I eat tacos on Taco Tuesday? Because if it's that, yeah. You know, but if not, chale, they're tucking their paño in. You know, look, there's a lot of people that misrepresent the raza. There's a lot of people that feel that gangs and organizations and groups misrepresent the raza. You know, to each their own opinion. Everyone has an opinion or an assumption, and that's up to you. My thing is, I look at the internet the other day and I see fucking, these guys are actually, come on now, this got to be a jokey joke. They're trying to punko vato, huh? They literally made a petition, probably some youngster in the basement, made a petition to cancel Mr. Capone from saying he's raza. You can't stop another motherfucker for saying what he wants to say. That's the freedom of speech just in the country we live in. This vato could identify as whatever. He could identify as a toothpick, or he could identify as a pit bull. Shit, you see, there's a lot of vatos identifying it. I don't know, right? We're not going to get into that discussion, you know. People could do whatever and say whatever they want. At the end of the day, you don't have to respect it, enjoy it, embrace it. But come on now, this is too much, man. They're saying you can't say you're a raza, homes. Hey, everyone, sign up. I believe that there's a lot of vatos that don't like Mr. Capone because he's outspoken on his narrative about SPM. Let's be truthful, because prior to him doing this SPM shit and saying and standing by what he feels about this guy, there's been a lot of people that supported him. Oh man, Mr. Capone shit goes. You guys know damn well he can't rap worse shit. Come on, let's keep it real. I could probably rap better than him, and I don't even know how to rap, right? But the Vato definitely has game. The Vato definitely has pushed for the raza. The Vato has definitely been out there doing that thing, man. So you got to show some type of respect or love, man. He put on a lot for that high power movement. He put on a lot for that Southern California movement, man. So, hey, he doesn't have to necessarily be born in Mexico or be derived from Mexican roots. He is and displays the characteristics of a Mexicano, even being from Pakistan. That's everyone's qualm about him. Oh, that Vato fucking, he rides camels and shit, eh? He's not, that Vato grew up right there in Southern California just like everyone else. His familia is from Pakistan, homes, and his roots are there. But that doesn't, look, Charlie, let me tell you guys a story in a minute. But first of all, I think these Vatos from Texas are really pushing this hate. And hey, respect to Texas. I got nothing but love, man. I got a video coming up on Tango, a video coming up on Oriones, a video coming up on... You don't know how it's going, right? But I got a lot coming up. Texas, Mines, right? But I feel that there's a group, a gaggle in Texas, man, that are feeling some type of way about SPM and trying to push hatred towards his way because he said what he said about SPM. Vatos love SPM out there, especially in the Houston area. There's a lot of guys that recognize his filth and what he's incarcerated for, and are like, nah, I'm cool, right? Then there's a lot of people in the middle that are like, I ain't seen papeles, paperwork home, so I can't put that on him. I understand that. Then there's a lot of people that they don't give a fuck if they seen him with this pipa doing dirt dick shit, right? He can rap good, and they're good with him, right? And that's just it. So anyways, however you feel about the situation is how you feel. We're not even going to get into SPM right now. Davato's trying to get out, you know, because he already got in. That's what he's locked up for. So now look, I have a homeboy from my neighborhood, okay? For years, man, I grew up with this cat. Gangster. A G. He's a G. He's a gangster, right? He's a real one. And this Vato, I always thought he was fucking Mexicano. Always. Never knew, right? It wouldn't make a difference anyways, homie, right? I seen this Vato fucking way thuggish, ruggish more than a lot of the homies that were fucking born right there in Apaxecan, Michoacan, right? He put in a lot of work, bro. He was doing his thing, looked like a Mexicano, looked like a Chicano. I mean, who cares, right? He could have been a black homie, a white homeboy. Hey, his reputation preceded him. He still functions to this day doing his thing, right? Anyways, one day I go to his pad, and he's like, come in. And I had never, ever, ever went to his pad, never had a reason to. You know, I never just did. He was one of those homeboys that was mysterious, would just pop up. Like, what's up, bro? Kick you for like 3 or 4 days, you know what I mean, on a mission, and then go home. But for some reason, I went to his pad. I think I needed to borrow a shirt or something. We were out there fucking doing our thing. And he's like, yeah, let's go to my pad. So we went way on the other side of town. I was like, fuck, hey, you ain't even from the hood anymore. So we went way to the other side of town to his pad. When he opened the door, his Jefa was in there, and she was making tortillas and whatever. But I smelled some other shit. I said, damn, bro, what is that? That shit smells good, but at the same time mysterious, eh? It smells like I just walked into one of those fucking hotel rooms, you know, in the ghetto. What is it? It was curry. His Jefa, they were Indios, homes. They were Singhs. You know, they were them type of, from India. I never knew. Never knew, bro. Didn't change the beat, the rhythm, the way the wiggle was. Hey, he threw me the shirt. His Jefa gave me a tortilla with butter, and I bounced, right? That's what it was. But I remember thinking to myself, damn, this whole time, bro, I thought you were Mexican. He wasn't, right? Maybe his Jefa was. You know, maybe his dad wasn't. I don't know, because she sure knew how to make a tortilla, right? But I heard the fucking guys in India know how to get down with some flatbread. You know? Hey, what is this world coming to? Nowadays, you go over there and you ask for a burrito, and a Vato says, don't call it a burrito, with the fucking fucked up haircut. It's a wrap. What? Yeah, the game is a wrap too. Anyways, so I don't see why these people are judging Mr. Capone for being a Pakistani. So what, bro? Who cares? You're not Mexican, Holmes. You can't say it. Last time I checked, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say in America, right? Why are people hating him so much? You know, if you don't like his music, you don't like his channel, you don't like what he's saying, Holmes, go find Bigfoot. Go turn to another channel. Come watch Gunners Collective. We always got shit over here popping. You don't have to like the Vato, but this narration, what this world is getting to, this is a fucking straight tell on you world right here we're living in. This era is, if you don't like someone, instead of saying, you know what, puto, I'm gonna pull up, and when I see you, it's on because I don't like what's coming out of your big fat mouth. Vatos used to do that back in the days. They'll pull up and knock your toofuses out. That's just how that was, right? Nowadays, it's like, okay, puto, you want to play? You want to play? Okay, I'm going to write a petition. And we're all going to sign it. In fact, I'm going to drop it on TikTok right now. And there's going to be a whole bunch of hyenas with fake eyelashes. They're going to be the first ones to sign it. ¿Sabes qué? Because they're into that type of shit. Right? And he's going to throw his shit out there. Hey, what is that, PETA? Where they fight animals? ¿Sabes qué? This is a filthy animal anyways. Here, sign it. And then what's that supposed to do? What are you guys going to do? Take it to court and present it to a judge? Hey, and the judge is going to say, you're not allowed to say you're Mexican anymore because 997 people signed a petition on you. Come on, bro. Stop it. This shit is getting too hectic. It's too wild, man. You know, if you're not feeling the individual stories, if you're not feeling him in any type of way, you don't have to watch him, eh? That's the freedoms that we have. Just don't watch him. You know, all I know is, from me, this is my interpretation of it. That's bullshit, right? But my interpretation of realism is this. Mr. Capone has been rocking a certain way for so long. I think he has earned his flowers and his respect to be whatever he wants to be or say whatever he wants to say. Now, you don't have to like it. There's things I don't like, and I'm sure there's a lot he doesn't like about me. But at the same time, you can't mischaracterize someone just because you don't like them. You got to be real, Holmes. Keep it real. If you're a gangster, if you're a savage, if you're a beast, if you're all that in the streets, Holmes, then you keep it fucking real. You don't go sign a petition. Yeah, we don't want this guy anymore. Sasuke, that's like fucking the brother saying, you know what, we're going to make a petition. Eminem can't fucking rap anymore. He can't do hip hop. He's too good. He's fucking too good, right? So they're going to do a petition. The judge is going to say, sorry, Mr. Eminem, you can't rap anymore because all the brothers said you're just too fucking good for a white guy. It doesn't work that way. In society, in the way we work in the streets, homes on that street level, which a lot of motherfuckers front like they're from, right? Let me explain something to you. These, that, this, a chain, nunchucks, mace, whatever it is that you feel that you fucking have that's easily accessible to you, go ahead and do that, right? I prefer these, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that feel some type of way. Now, I'm not going to lie, Mr. Capone has rocked the pinchy boat lately, right? With all this SPM stuff and this going back and forth, look, man, I know enough to say that SPM is very well admired and loved in the state of Texas by a lot. Not all, but by a lot. There's vatos that have whole pages dedicated to fucking supporting him. You know, they've been doing that for a long time because he still ain't got out, right? But there's a lot of vatos, you know, that they throw out. He's still the top selling rapper, even from jail. Yeah, he's still locked up for being a child molester. So either way, it doesn't matter, man. You got to take the good with the bad with the good. That's just how it is. But Mr. Capone has been on the forefront, the front runner of advocating basically against SPM. I don't know if he was doing it for clout. I don't know if he was doing it because it's his true feelings and he's standing on his 10, or he was just doing it just to do it. You know, either way, that's what that man's been doing. And there's been a lot of people that have been going against Mr. Capone. I ain't gonna lie, I joke a little bit, I clown a little bit, but at the end of the day, I respect that individual for pushing the Chicano movement forward, whether he's brown or not. He looks brown. ¿Sabes qué? Just because you're Mexican doesn't mean you're the only brown people. See, black people are not black people. That's a label that was given to them. They're actually brown people, just a little bit of a darker shade. Shit, I met fucking black vatos that are lighter skinned than me, right? They're still considered black, but I consider them brown. So when I say black and brown, I'm just doing it because that's the label out there, but really it's brown and brown. There's a lot of people from India, like my homeboy, that's brown. There's a lot of people from Asia that are brown. There's brown white guys. What you gonna do, brother? Hogan's brown, or he's tanned, or he's orange, or he's Trumped. I don't know what he is, but he's there, right? There's a lot of brown people. Being brown doesn't necessarily mean you're Latino or raza. It just means fucking the pigmentation color of your skin, man. You know, people are too quick to judge people based upon race, based upon ethnicity, based upon fucking the do's and don'ts in their culture. You know, every culture is a beautiful culture, man. Every person should be given respect until deemed otherwise, until they lose it. You know, Mr. Capone has said a lot of outlandish shit in his time, but he said a lot of good, positive things for the gente. And my, oh my, how the raza has turned their back on someone who has been on the forefront for so long. Oh man, I like Lefty Gunplay. How about the goes? Oh shit, man, Swifty Blues the shit, eh? Sasuke Rowdy Rax goes, he goes. King Little G, Little Weirdo, they go. Where do you think they get it from, eh? Yes, albeit their style is different and they're their own thing, but it's all derived because people like Night Owl, Capone, Sir Dino from Darkroom Familia, Speedy Loke, Woody, fucking vatos like Little One, all these guys, Gold Toes, of course, kick doors in, eh? So that way the Chicano rapper has a platform to perform on. Mr. Capone has been on the forefront. He's been doing it for a very, very long time. Mr. Criminal. All these vatos have been doing it for a very long time. And look, and to be honest and truthful with you, Gunner, these vatos don't even like you. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? If I see them, it's a different story. But to be real, because I'm a real motherfucker with no how to preservatives, I just got to keep it. I got to give klecha. I got to give you college knowledge you can't get in college. You know what I mean? Or college you can't get with knowledge. This is real talk when I say this. I got to respect the vault. I ain't signing no fucking petition to fucking, you can't say that. You know what I mean? Why don't we sign a petition? Hey, look, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to go make one. Fuck it, since that's what we're doing. I'm going to do a petition. Mexicans can't say the N-word. How about that? Does that hurt a lot of feelings right now? Mexicans can't say the N-word. I'm going to do a petition. Capone, sign it first. Look, I'm going to be totally honest with you. All this bullshit telling petitions and all this weird shit, come on now, stop it, man. You're just trying to gain clout or bring attention to yourself by fucking initiating this, whoever done this. And I could probably put my finger on this, probably Vato from Texas that just doesn't like him because he doesn't like his hero. Now, at the end of the day, the Vatos from Texas that do support SPM, there's some righteous, good Vatos. They just are going to support who they support, man. You got to understand that different states wiggle differently. People look at different parts of paperwork differently. In California, it's a no chomo policy. It's a no, you can get it anytime fucking policy. Over there in Texas, it's the same thing. Only thing different is when you have a Vato that raps good and has put it so much work for the Mexicans. And you got to understand, he's the Jesus of fucking Texas when it comes to the Mexicano movement. The Mexican guy, he opened doors for like Mexican OT and all those different rappers that are out of Texas, Luciano and all them cats, right? That was the guy who opened the doors for them. Just like we have so many others that have opened the doors for the gente on this side in California. But really, it ain't a state-to-state thing. Really, it's all the same thing. We're all Mexicans trying to get it, bro. Let's just keep it real. Anyways, Capone doesn't have to be Mexican. He could be Pakistani, Iranian, Honduran, fucking Filipino, whatever. It's Filipino, I know. That's how the Filipinos are gonna go crazy on me. Gun, I thought you fucked with us. I do. But I'm just saying, you know, Cambodian. That Vato could be whatever he wants to be. He's pushing for the raza. Now, when he wears Mexican flag shirts and he's out there with the Mexican flag doing that, I've thunk on it. Like, you ain't Mexican. Why are you doing that? That's a little too much. Represent your gente, homes, and have love for the next. You know, I've always been taught never put any culture or anyone ahead of yours. Always be proud of who you are. Proud to be brown, stand tall and hard. Too Short said it, only I've changed the words. That's just how it is. But as far as these dudes doing petitions, that's bullshit. I think that's propaganda. I think someone just did that on YouTube for clout. Because come on now, man. Anyone that signs that shit, what do you think's going to happen? Like I said, nothing's going to happen. You know, you are not Mexican. We know that. He said it. We all know he's not Mexican. I don't think he's ever proclaimed. If he has proclaimed to be Mexican, well, then he was lying, right? The Vato's a Pakistani Vato that deserves his respect for the work that he's put in for his gente, and he has pushed a big narrative for Mexicans, man, and that we should respect. Anyways, with that being said, it's just a quick one. I just wanted to throw it out there. I seen that shit, I was laughing, eh? You know what I mean? Vatos are signing a petition. Like I said, right here, Gunners Collective TV. Let's do a petition so Mexicans can't say the N-word. There's a whole bunch of blacks like, I'll sign up for that, brother. Right? There's Woods like, brother, can I sign up first? All right? You already know what it is. With that being said, hope that you move with a purpose, man. Frivolous fucking bullshit on YouTube today, man. You already know what it is, man. Motherfuckers, they're crazy. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I honestly and truly believe in. And that's keeping it real, man. The benefit of all brown and brown people. You know what it is. Let's keep stomping forward, man, and opening doors for these gente. You see Lefty Gunplay, man. He shot up to Atlantic Records. He's out there in New York trying to make something happen. I'm proud of that Vato. But he's a J-Cat Gunner. He's on drugs. So what, eh? Tell me this weekend you didn't go to the fucking club and do a line. Tell me you did it. With the fucking a bottle of Cazadores and some Bucanas and some pineapple juice and a little liña. You guys know the recipe. Come on now. Stop it, hums. Bang, bang. The gun.